Hey, gorgeous. Welcome to the Wednesday Wind Down. I'm Natasha McCrae. I am here to drop some knowledge about becoming the CEO of your life. I'm super excited. I got my Apple Watch. What it's been doing is keeping me all together with standing up and breathing and doing all that stuff. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Give me a hey boo hey, give me a shout out. I am tired. I'm so exhausted today. I'm thinking maybe I need to drink some more water. I don't know. I don't know. Something's happening. I have my water here. I also have my wine, of course. I love wine. I haven't had wine for a couple of days, but it is the Wednesday wind down. So I felt it was appropriate. So I would love for you to share this, like this, share this, like this, share this, share this, like this. Come on through. So becoming the CEO of your love life. Years ago, I don't know if you guys know, but I was an executive assistant for about 22 years. My very first executive assistant job, I was 19. I had just had my kid. And I might have been 20. I had just had my kid, and I was really good at it. I was really good at being an executive assistant. And being really good at being an executive assistant, what did I do? I went on to be executive assistant, receptionist, executive assistant, and then finally I landed in being the executive assistant to CEOs. And let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know if my connection is okay. Let me know if I am clear, because we've been having connective issues and that is driving me bonkers. It's driving me bonkers, y'all. But yeah, coming from my lifestyle, I guess I would call it a lifestyle, being an executive assistant, I thought that was like the place to be. Hey, Susan, so excited you're watching from Hong Kong. Love you, love you, love you, love you. Thank you for tuning in. I am so glad you gave me a shout out. But coming from being an executive assistant, I sat there assisting C-level executives, CEOs, COOs, owners of companies, owners of startups, and I saw firsthand how these individuals ran their companies. And coming from being a love addict, I was a love addict for years, and I still have love addict tendencies. But being a love addict, I was just watching these CEOs in businesses, and I was like, you know what? How can I apply some of this to my life? And to be completely honest and real with you, when I began to apply some of the business principles to my personal life, my life began to turn around. My life began to change. I'll never forget sitting at my desk, being on a call with the CEO of a company, because, being executive assistant for C-level execs, you listen in on these conversations. So you get to see what happens behind closed doors. And I'll never forget being on this call and watching this owner of this company. Well, he wasn't the owner, he was a CEO. Watching the CEO of this company manage a situation that came into play where there was an upset client and there was an employee who wasn't really doing their work. And I watched him navigate that so eloquently, where he wasn't throwing the employee under the bus. He wasn't taking it personal. Hey, Chuck, what's going on? And he was able to talk to the client, reassure the client, and at the same time, he was able to up level and empower the employee, because the employee knew that they had made a mistake. But what the CEO did, he didn't come in and just, I'm going to do it because, he could. What he did is he turned around and empowered the employee. I got to see firsthand how it transpired on the call. And then later I got to see how he spoke with the employee. And yes, it was like, these things can't happen. But one of the things that he did was empower. But the entire time, the thing that I took away from that was that he wasn't taking it personal. He wasn't taking it personal. And so I asked myself that question of, how do I start applying some of those skills to my personal life? So I say, how do you become the CEO of your love life? How do you become the CEO of your life? And I watched the CEO at the end of the year have plans for the year to come. And I watched the CEO break down the steps and strategies of what the team was going to do. I watched the CEO delegate. I watched the CEO make the best of situations. I watched them uplift their employees. So come on in. Thank you, Joanne. Hey, how are you doing? So let's talk about, how do you become the CEO of your love life? I'm a huge right brain, left brain kind of girl. I mean, major right brain, left brain. Whenever I've taken personality tests, because you know the DISC or the birds, or what are the other ones? There's tons of personality tests. How many of you ever taken those personality tests? And they give you, you fall into different categories. And you're never really fully one thing, but you're usually one or two. How many of you ever taken a personality test? Have you heard of DISC? Well, needless to say, whenever I've taken those tests, I've come up equal amongst all four categories. And when I had someone break this down for me, and I knew this, but when I had them break it down for me, they mentioned I'm very much left brain, right brain, split down the middle. So I'm that introvert, extrovert at the same time. So I can go down in my cave, y'all. And then I'm going to come out and be like, hey, everybody. And they think, oh, you love people. You love being out. And I'm like, that's today right now. But, 2 days ago, I was like in my robe working behind my computer all day. So when we think about, true colors. Hey, Nancy. So when we think about becoming the CEO of our love lives, I feel like God just honored me with the opportunity to see firsthand how CEOs ran companies. And how do you become the CEO of your life? I keep interchangeably saying that. Love, life. We have to ask, what do you want? A CEO knows what company they are running. What is your company? What do you stand for? What do you stand for? I have my cards here that I look at every day. And, sometimes you have to remind yourself what you stand for. You have to remind yourself what you stand for. I'm looking for mine. I have these rules of, where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, here we go. My life's intentions. I have my life's intentions that I look at every day. I also have my standards of integrity. What do I stand for? If I am a company, what is my mission statement? What do I stand for? What do I represent? Loving, fierce, honest, down to earth, transparent, successful, unapologetic, innovative, gentle. I'm all of these, to be honest with you. What do you stand for? What is your corporation's mission statement? What is your personal mission statement for life right now? This is going to be the very beginning of you becoming the CEO of your life, really owning it, really making the best of it, really learning how you're going to enjoy the journey. Understanding who you are comes from really having a peace from within. One of the major ways you get peace from within is self-care. I'm a huge proponent of self-care. Y'all know that. I got a self-care workshop coming up. Text me. Text self-care to 310-421-0775. It is free. And the reason why I make this self-care workshop free is because I truly believe it is the foundation to everything. Because when you are taking care of you, then you can have the clarity. It's going to help your mind be calm. It's going to help you honor yourself. It's going to help you put yourself first so that you can say, what do I stand for? What are my life's intentions? What do I freaking want? Not, what do I want, but I can't have it like that because I don't want to be like all these other people who are doing that. No. Come on. We don't want to talk like that. Oh, the sun is coming in on me. It's giving me this glow. We want to make sure that you are true to your most authentic self. How do you stay true to your most authentic self is really taking care of yourself. So having that clear plan is going to set you on track to being the CEO of your life. But it's not just having the plan. It's really looking at you being of value, you being important. I don't care what goal you have. I don't care what career you have. I don't care what business that you are running. I do not care what relationship you are in. If you are not truly honoring yourself and taking care of yourself, you're going to be miserable. You'll never be satisfied. I want you to be more than satisfied. I want you to walk through life enjoying the journey no matter where you are. How do you do that? One, taking care of yourself and getting that clear plan. Number two, when you know the things, one of the things we do in the self-care workshop is really identifying those things that bring you joy. But let's think about it from a corporation. What in a corporation, you guys know when those huge corporations have have employees and they want the employees to be happy. They want the employees to be fulfilled. These are excellent companies. I'm not talking about them, shenanigan type companies. I'm talking about companies that operate from excellence, at least from corporate level. The Microsofts and the Googles and my dad had a company, he worked for Hewlett Packard, and they made sure their employees were happy. They had deals for the employees. They had special employee appreciation days. They had employee, what do you call it? The lunch rooms that had so much stuff for the employees. I visited a friend at Netflix. Netflix is another one. And I'm speaking from a corporate perspective. I don't need to get into the personal side because some people might have issues with it personally. But when those companies understand the value of taking care of their employees, they know that if they take care of these employees, the employees are going to be so much more efficient in executing their company's mission. Let me say that again. When you take care of the employees, including the CEOs of your corporation, let them be seen and heard, understand what they like, show appreciation for them, they will work more efficient in executing the mission. What is your life's mission? Are you taking care of yourself so that you can execute that mission? Are y'all hearing me? Let me know in the comments. Let me know if you're feeling me in the comments. If this is making any sense to you. This is just how my brain works. So I want to let y'all in on a little secret that I've uncovered for myself, how I've started living my life and how I've started being able to enjoy my journey, no matter what I'm going through. If I'm having challenges, I can still find ways to enjoy the journey. I can still find ways that I'm inching towards my life's mission, that I'm living my life's mission. And sometimes I'm going 150 miles an hour towards the life mission. And then there's sometimes where I might be going a putt 10 miles an hour, but I'm always moving because I'm honoring that side of myself. When you can tap into left brain, then it will make life a lot easier. Because sometimes when we get emotional, we're all up in the right brain. We're all up on the creative side. But if you just infuse a little bit of that business side into your life, come on, I'm telling you, you will start to be more fulfilled. You will start to have more happy moments strung together. I have something called the feel good method that we work from. I have a free channel. I'm gonna make sure y'all get all that information at some point, but go ahead and text self-care to 310-421-0775. I'll make sure that you're able to download the self-care ebook. That's something that I'm really excited about for those who this is the first time I'm putting it out. It's the self-care ebook. It goes out to everybody who registers. You don't have to pay for it. And this is going to give you an opportunity to jump start that for yourself. It's going to give you the chance to breathe. And when you breathe, you have more clarity. And when you have more clarity, you can really identify the things that you want. And when you're taking care of yourself, you can identify ways to get the things that you want. Okay, so you have your mission, your company's mission. You have You Inc., You Incorporated's mission. And you are taking care of yourself, that core element of self-care. You're taking care of yourself, employee appreciation. I'm gonna call it employee appreciation. You're taking care of yourself so that you can execute that mission. Now, when you're executing a mission, you also want to make sure that you are having, like I've mentioned before, those moments of feel good along the way. Man, I will tell you, it was 1999. No, I can't remember what year it was. But I was so in a state of, I will feel good when I get blank, or I'll be great. My life will look great when I reach this, or I need to have that and my life will feel good, or I need to live over there and my life will feel good. I had all these things, this if then. If I have this, then I will blank, opposed to just beingness. You know, when you think about how will you feel when you have the blank, how will you feel? You'll feel good. What are things in this moment, today, that make you feel good? Type it in the comments. Red wine makes me feel good. Chocolate. Ooh, chocolate. Do I need chocolate? Chocolate makes me feel good. Walks on the beach make me feel good. Walks in nature make me feel good. Dance parties make me feel good. Oh my gosh, you guys, I put this olive oil and essential oil together, and before I took the shower, I just lathered. I could probably slipped all over the shower. Be careful if you do this. But I just lathered my whole body up, and I felt like luxury. Like, for me, some people might be like, ugh, I felt all sticky. But for me, that made me feel good, honey. What makes you feel good? Yeah, a good night's sleep is great. That's honoring ourselves. When we know we need 8, 10, 7, 5, whatever your number is, when you know you need that, then it's your responsibility, CEO. It's your responsibility, CEO, to make sure your corporation gets it. Make sure if you were running a company and you knew the company, needed a certain, I don't know, let's say a fiber wire in order to operate the computer room, guess what? You're going to make sure you get it. We got to make sure we get it. Hey, Denshay, you can listen to the replay, honey. And I'm so glad you're in the tribe, because you've heard some of these things before, but this is the first time I'm putting it together like this. Make sure you share, like, and share, because someone needs to be empowered right now. Someone needs to know that you can design the life that you want. You think about that? If there's something you want right now and you got complaints about it, it's time you own up and change it and make it look like how you want it. I was speaking with someone the other day. Someone says, love sitting in my patio surrounded by my fur, kids, and plants. Oh, that's wonderful, Margarita. Yeah. So you do those things. If there are things that make you feel good, freaking do them. Because that's going to be the fuel. That's going to be the fuel to your fire. Those feel-good moments strung together is going to be the fuel to your fire. The last thing is surround yourself with people who are on the same track. That sometimes is overlooked. That's oftentimes overlooked. It is. And I'll never forget when we went into the pandemic, I had been hiding. I would say I was hiding because I wasn't even really doing my Wednesday wind down regularly. I had stopped that. I did have clients from referrals, but I wasn't really I wasn't leading, and I wasn't serving. And when the pandemic hit, I heard God be like, yo, homie, you're on this planet to encourage and empower women to live their best lives so that they can start loving the journey. And are you doing that at the maximum capacity that you can be doing it? Question was asked, and I was like, well, at first I was like, come again? Did I hear you correctly? I don't know. And so what I had to do is I really woke up and I really looked in the mirror and said, how can I serve? How can I serve? And one of the very first things that I did is I re-envisioned my mission statement. I looked at what do I stand for? What am I giving to the world? How do I get there? What do I want it to look like? Because I'm watching a lot of other people online and a lot of people who are in the business that I'm in, and they're rising and grinding. I will not do that. I won't do it. I'm not going to work hard to get the life that I want. It's not happening. And so I needed to find the discrepancy on living the life that I want and doing it under my terms. I teach people to design the life that they want. I teach people how to have more confidence and be more authentic to the things that they genuinely want. So what I had to do at the beginning of the pandemic was start surrounding myself with other individuals who were doing the same. I knew I wanted to transition from solopreneur to CEO. The solopreneur, that entrepreneur, the person who's always grinding, doing every single thing in their business, not getting help, always tired. I wasn't doing that for a couple of years. I was like, yeah, no, I work about 4 hours a week. I mean, a day. I was working about 4 hours a day. It was cool. My business wasn't growing as quick as I wanted it, but I was good. I was making a living. I'm doing good. But I knew that I wanted massive growth. So how do I do it? All of the things that I mentioned before, re-envisioning my mission, but the last step was surrounding myself with people who are doing it. I hired a coach, y'all. This is the most I've ever paid in my life. I'm paying somebody's salary in coaching. However, it was someone who believed life in the way that I believed life. It was someone who has done it before and was living their lives and their business in the way that I could see using those systems. Because I wasn't going to hire a coach who was like, yeah, rise and grind. You need to do more. You need to do this. I wasn't going to do that. So surrounding yourself with individuals who are doing life how you want it. That's what I want you to do. It's important. You cannot neglect that. God did not intend for us to operate in a bubble, did not intend for us to do life alone. And oftentimes we are in groups and we are with people who do not quite see life the way that we want it. And there's nothing against those friends that you might have had for a while. But if they are not, and this is fact, if you are not surrounding yourself with individuals who are living life the way you want to, you are definitely going to dumb down your dreams to match those who are around you. No matter how you try it. You can be that beacon of light, but I guarantee you will get there quicker when you surround yourself with other individuals. So let me recap right now, and I want you to share, like this and share, like this and share, like this and share. Someone says relaxing and lounging helps them. Hey, Nancy. Thank you, Nancy. So recap, mission. People think we only need missions for our company. What is your life's mission? What's your life's mission? Do you have your life's intentions, and what do you stand for? What are those 10 things that you stand for? What's your brand, you personally, you Inc. What is your brand manifesto? What are those words that represent you? Do you know them? Do you see them? Do you live them? I live these. People know. And I laugh because I have fierce and gentle in the same thing. Yeah, I live these. These are my standards of integrity. Tony Robbins talks a lot about this. And then what are your life's intentions so that you can start living in that way? Millionaire, motivator, empowerer, encourager, health and fit woman, philanthropist, healer of hearts, traveler, influencer, leader, producer. I do all those things. I'm working on implementing them more. I'm working on the millionaire part too, because I haven't quite got there, but that is a journey that I'm working on this year. So your mission. Taking care of you, your self-care. Make sure you take care of you. It's imperative. Knowing those things that bring you joy, to string together that power of joy and feel good. Feel good method is invaluable. For those of you who don't know about it, just if you text me self-care, I'll make sure that those who are in the self-care workshop get the feel good method. And then also, last but not least, surround yourself with individuals who are doing the thing that you want to be doing, or are on that track, who are moving like the flow. All right. They got to be moving like the flow that you're moving. Envision that. Have you ever tried to swim upstream? Because everyone's energy Everyone's energy. So the people that are around you, if their energy is not in alignment and in flow with yours, where you're going is going to be a lot harder because you have those waves and those currents of people who are going backwards, or maybe they're going sideways. Maybe they're going sideways and you're trying to go forward. Well, you're forward. But if you got a current of individuals who are going in the same place, that is the most powerful energetic field that you can tap into. Do not underestimate it. All right, y'all. I am here for you. It is important that if you are interested in being a part of our current, of our energetic field, reach out to me, go down in my DM. Y'all can get on a consult to see what our program looks like. Sign up for the self-care workshop. Do not sleep on this. It is free. Invite your friends. It's important because if you're doing self-care and if you've reprogrammed yourself on what self-care really looks like, the true authentic self-care, especially for ambitious women, we flow differently in life. There's some different things that we need to do and focus on. So if you are doing that, you want the people who are alongside you doing the same. Don't go at it alone. Don't be selfish and be like, I'm gonna do this workshop over here. Let me see what it looks like. I don't know. Keep it for myself. No, share it out, y'all. We want to spread this love and spread this synergy and spread this energetic field across the world. That's what we want to do. Because the more people we have, the more of us who travel together, the bigger the influence, the easier the flow that you'll be in. Like the way that sounds, don't it? I love that. The more people I surround myself that are going in that direction, that flow is smooth. It is smooth. All right, I'm going to go now because I have the private girlfriends chat, but definitely let me know. Go down in my DM, text self-care, or just when you text that number, if you're interested in a consult, just text me that you're interested in a consult and me and the team will make sure that you have the link. I love you. Like this message and share it so that these words can touch the minds and the hearts of the women who need it the most. Go out and make it an amazing week. Bye.